Iran's president has denounced Israeli attacks on Tehran's regional allies, stating that Israel should not be allowed to attack countries in Iran-aligned axis of resistance. One after the other, he stated that a decision, in fact, a decisive reaction is necessary. Again, those are the statements that are being made. He has now denounced the attacks that are taking place. And in fact, I'd like to rope in Major General Rajan Kojar into the conversation, sir. He's, of course, now denounced the Israeli attacks, and these are again the attacks that have crossed the city limits. So, how do you then assess the situation? What do you perhaps think could the aftermath be?
See, Sarvi, in a war-like situation, there are no limits as such. So, we don't, and especially if your enemy is using populated areas for his command and control centers and his logistics is also based in these areas, in the basements and all these. And that's why these bunker busters are being used to tackle them, because they go deep into the ground and are able to destroy whatever is stored there. So I don't see this demarcation in warfare, because today is basically a hybrid warfare, as we have been reading, that it is the cyber, it is the space, it is the communication which starts the warfare, and then it gets on to the brass tacks in terms of air power and missile power, and then it comes to the role of the ground operations. So what I am visualizing here is that preparations are being made for a larger offensive, and Israel has already made up its mind. If you remember, a few days back, the US Army Chief, General Kurvilla, he was in Tel Aviv almost about 10-12 days back, and he was in the operation room of the Israel Army, and according to media reports, the entire Lebanon offensive was discussed. So I presume that if Israel has taken such a big step in launching this offensive, it has the tacit approval of the United States, and not only approval, the entire wherewithal in terms of military aid is going to be made available to the Israel Defense Forces. I am given to understand the United Kingdom is also inclined. Already 350 types of equipment are being supplied to Israel from the UK. So I feel there is no dearth of firepower and ammunition with Israel right now, and I visualize this is going to be a long-term affair. It is not going to be a short and a sweet affair, as normally we saw in the 1967 wars and the 1973 wars, as also the 2006 war with Lebanon, which lasted for 34 days. So we are in for a long haul, and it won't be easy to decimate the Hezbollah. See, they have almost 30,000 well-trained fighters and 30 to 35,000 as reserves. So if you are fighting a guerrilla warfare, because they are not going to get into conventional warfare with you, because they don't have the wherewithal to fight a conventional war. So they are going to ambush you. They are going to shoot and scoot. These type of tactics are going to be used. Therefore, I feel that it is going to be a tough fight for the Israelis, as well as the missile and rocket arsenal of Hezbollah is almost touching almost 2 lakhs, and it will be demonstrated because they have a Zilzal 2 missile which can go up to 125 kilometers. So I visualize that this fight will also get deeper into Israel, and the Haifa airport has already been targeted. There will be many more such targets which Hezbollah is going to use. And lastly, we must not forget the Houthis, because Houthis are going to join in this fight. In what way, in what manner, time will tell. But the Red Sea right now is going to be very vulnerable. The supply chain and the entire supply chain routes of the world are going to get affected if there is going to be a long conflict in the Middle East, and it is going to impact other countries of the world.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.